Did you know that the objects around you might be sabotaging your inner peace and personal growth without you even realizing it? If you've ever felt an inexplicable weight when looking at something you've inherited, or if a simple gift makes you uncomfortable, I want to ask you, have you ever felt that weight or discomfort with an object or gift you received? Drop a comment if you have and let me know what the item was. This video is made for you. Today, I'm going to show you how to clear your space and your life of negative energies that might be holding you back. Stay with me until the end and find out how to make choices that truly elevate your well-being. Before we go on, let me ask you, are you already subscribed to the channel? Not yet. Don't miss out on any content that could transform your journey. And you know what they say, those who leave a comment and hit the like button are part of the group that's always ahead. I know you're part of that crowd. So let's get into the video. The object that disrupts your intuition. Have you ever wondered why, when you touch certain objects, a feeling of discomfort suddenly arises, as if that item didn't belong in your reality? This isn't mere coincidence. It's your intuition, a silent but powerful voice, trying to alert you. How many times have you ignored this feeling in the name of politeness, fear of being rude, or simply because you thought you were overreacting? The truth is, when you ignore this inner voice, you're giving up one of the most important tools for maintaining harmony in your life. Every object that enters your space carries an energy, and this energy isn't neutral. Just like environments and people, objects also have vibrations that can directly influence your well-being. When you receive a gift that makes your heart race or causes a feeling of anxiety, it's your intuition signaling that it doesn't belong in your energy field. But why do we find it so hard to listen to this inner voice? Perhaps you were taught to always be polite, to accept everything offered to you with a smile. However, rejecting a gift that makes you uncomfortable is actually an act of self-respect. You might wonder, but what if I seem ungrateful? True ingratitude is towards your own well-being, towards the peace you cherish. If an object, no matter how beautiful or expensive, disrupts your balance, it doesn't deserve to be in your space. Your home is your sanctuary, and you have the right and the duty to protect it. How many times have you kept something in your home out of obligation, even though you felt that item brought heavy energy? How many times have you ignored that little discomfort, thinking it was trivial? By doing so, you're not just allowing an object to occupy physical space, but also letting it influence the atmosphere of the entire environment. Remember, objects can be portals of energy, and this energy, whether positive or negative, can directly impact your mental, emotional, and spiritual state. Your intuition is your compass. It doesn't lie. If you've accepted something that makes you feel bad, don't be afraid to get rid of it. This action isn't a lack of gratitude, it's self-care. Think, what's more important? Keeping something out of fear of displeasing someone else or ensuring peace in your home? The choice seems obvious, but often we get caught up in social norms that distance us from our inner truth. Allow yourself to trust yourself more. When something makes you uncomfortable, it's a sign, and life is full of signs for those who allow themselves to listen. What are you ignoring? Which gift, object, or item is disturbing your balance? What's stopping you from letting it go? In the end, protecting your peace is the greatest act of love you can practice. This one's for you. An exclusive resource is waiting in the pinned comment, but only for a short time. Elevate your life and achieve the results you've always wanted. Opportunities like this don't come often. Don't miss yours. Now, back to the video. Cult or occult objects. When you receive a gift, what's the first sensation that takes over you? Joy, curiosity, or perhaps a twinge of unease? Now, imagine that this gift is linked to cult or occult practices, carrying with it an energetic weight that often can't be seen or understood immediately. Has this ever happened to you? Gifts associated with spiritual or occult practices are not merely physical objects. They carry vibrations and intentions that can subtly infiltrate your space, affecting the harmony and peace you value so much. The question you should ask yourself is, does this object truly resonate with my essence, with my deepest beliefs? When someone offers you such a gift, It's like opening a door to unknown energies. What lies beyond the surface? Perhaps a spiritual charge that isn't aligned with your well-being. Many underestimate the importance of the energy a gift carries, but we should not ignore the impact objects can have on our lives. Have you ever heard of someone who, upon accepting a gift, felt something shift in the environment, an invisible weight that took over the house? The impact is real and can manifest subtly, such as disrupting the harmony in your home or even unsettling your emotions. Accepting such gifts might seem harmless at first, but what are you really bringing into your sacred space? Every object that enters your home carries a vibration, a history, an intention. By allowing something associated with the occult into your space, you might be inadvertently permitting discordant energies to disturb the balance you've worked so hard to establish. Your home is a refuge, a place of peace, and every item that resides there should contribute to that sense of well-being. Many people struggle to refuse gifts for fear of appearing ungrateful or disrespectful. However, protecting your space isn't ingratitude. It's an act of self-respect. You have the right and the duty to refuse anything that could compromise your spiritual balance. Your intuition is a compass pointing the right way, and if something makes you hesitate, it's important to listen to that inner voice. Is it worth keeping an object that made you uncomfortable from the start? Or would it be wiser to preserve your peace, your inner sanctuary, and refuse what doesn't resonate with you? Remember, your space is sacred. Anything that's out of tune with your beliefs and energy doesn't deserve to be in it. Respect your intuition, trust what you feel, and keep your home as a place of peace and harmony. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself. Rewards of wickedness. Have you ever accepted a gift or benefit that, deep down, you knew didn't align with your principles? It might be something attractive, an opportunity that seems too good to refuse, but carries dubious intentions. Every time you look at that object, something within you shifts. What initially seemed like a gain now becomes a burden. It's as if a shadow has settled in your space, subtle yet ever present. Have you ever felt this? That sense that something isn't right, even if everything seems perfect on the surface? Rewards arising from unethical actions are like this. They might seem harmless or even alluring at first, but they carry an energy that gradually starts to disrupt your inner balance. How can you maintain your inner peace if there's something around you that isn't aligned with your deepest values? Accepting a gift or benefit resulting from wickedness means allowing that energy into your life, contaminating your environment and, eventually, your own conscience. Over time, the discomfort you feel can erode your tranquility and even affect your personal and professional relationships. Have you ever considered how valuable your integrity is? Every choice we make, including the things we accept or reject, shapes who we are and how the world sees us. When you accept something obtained unfairly, you are, in a sense, agreeing with that wickedness. And this, no matter how small it seems, can affect how you view yourself and how others trust you. Is it worth sacrificing your peace of mind for a momentary benefit? Does that gain, however tempting, outweigh the invisible cost it brings? Refusing a gift or benefit from an unethical source is, in fact, a demonstration of inner strength. It's a reminder that your integrity is priceless and that you value your peace more than any material advantage. By declining, you not only protect your energy but also create a space where honesty and authenticity can thrive. Imagine living in an environment completely free of shadows, where everything around you is in perfect harmony with who you are. Think of the lightness, clarity, and confidence that could result. When something doesn't resonate with you, when a gift or benefit carries a weight that feels wrong, listen to that sensation. Don't be afraid to say no, because each time you refuse something that goes against your values, you reaffirm your commitment to the truth. True wealth isn't found in what you possess, but in living in alignment with your principles. And the peace that comes from this integrity is priceless. Irresistible offers. Have you ever found yourself faced with an offer so irresistible that, for a moment, it seemed like the right decision was to accept it? Perhaps a luxurious gift, a tempting proposal, something that seemed too perfect to refuse. But deep down, something inside you whispers, "This isn't right." The real question you need to ask yourself in these moments is, am I willing to compromise my values for this benefit? Sometimes, the offers that seem most attractive hide a much greater cost than we perceive at first glance, the price of our integrity. When you accept something that goes against your principles, it may seem like an immediate gain. However, every time you look at that gift, there's a constant reminder of the price you paid for it. Is it worth it? Often, these gifts come disguised as generosity but carry an implicit expectation, a favor you'll need to return, a concession you'll have to make. And so, what initially appeared as a harmless gesture transforms into a burden that weighs on your conscience. Have you experienced this? Felt the discomfort of knowing that something in your life isn't in harmony with your values? Maintaining integrity in the face of these offers is one of the greatest tests of inner strength. In a society that often values material gain and instant success, refusing a gift that compromises your morals is an act of profound courage. Imagine the peace that comes from knowing you stayed true to yourself, that you weren't swayed by promises of ease or wealth. By declining these offers, you're declaring to the world, I am greater than any temptation. My integrity is not for sale. Have you made a decision like this? Felt the relief afterwards when you realize you chose yourself over yielding to temptation? Every time you choose integrity over an easy gain, you're not only protecting your morality, but also strengthening the foundation upon which your life is built. This choice creates a life of authenticity, where everything around you reflects who you truly are. Moreover, it inspires others to follow the same path. When you choose honesty and truth, you become a living example that it's possible to live in alignment with your own principles without compromise. So, the next time an irresistible offer presents itself, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this really worth it? Because at the end of the day, what truly matters isn't the gift you receive, but the peace you find in living a life that honors your deepest values. And that peace, my friend, is the most valuable gift you will ever find. Painful memories. Have you ever reflected on the impact that certain objects have on your emotions? Imagine for a moment items that hold painful memories, like invisible anchors, binding you to feelings of sadness, regret, or pain. Each time your eyes fall upon these objects, the memories return not just as recollections, but as emotional waves that influence your present state. It's a common yet deeply unsettling phenomenon. Do you really need to continue carrying this weight? Is it truly necessary to keep items around that pull you back to moments you'd rather forget? Consider, for instance, that old box of mementos, filled with letters, photos, and objects that remind you of difficult times, losses, or heartbreaks. What is really being preserved there? For many, these items are seen as a way to honor the past. But in reality, they might be perpetuating an emotional connection to the pain. Letting go of these material memories isn't an act of disrespect to what happened, but rather a profound act of self-care. By releasing these items, you're creating space, not just in your environment, but also in your heart and mind, allowing true healing to take place. Have you ever experienced the lightness of letting go of something that was weighing on your mind and body? Every item you choose to release is an emotional burden you no longer need to carry. It's a transformative process. The act of letting go of these items releases the negative energy they carry, paving the way for new feelings, new memories, and new positive experiences in your life. By getting rid of objects that evoke pain, you're taking a crucial step towards a lighter, less burdened life. Have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you could create a space where only energies that truly resonate with your true essence could enter? Transforming your environment into a sanctuary of peace and joy begins with a conscious choice to keep only what brings you well-being. It takes courage and self-respect to recognize that objects laden with pain can subtly undermine your happiness. But you have the power to choose what remains in your space and, consequently, in your life. By letting go of these painful memories, you're not erasing your past. You're freeing yourself from it so you can move towards a future full of possibilities. Are you ready to take this crucial step in your journey of healing and personal growth? Consider for a moment, What would it mean for you to create an environment where only what benefits and strengthens you has a place? Detachment is not just an act of organization, but a genuine declaration that you're ready to make room for new experiences and positive emotions. It's an invitation for your life to be filled with what truly resonates with who you are and who you wish to become. Allow yourself to explore the transformative potential of releasing what no longer serves you. What you discover when letting go of these emotional anchors might be surprising. You may find a new lightness, a fresh perspective, and a new energy to embrace the future. Transformation begins with a decision not to let the past control your present. By doing this, you're not only creating a more harmonious physical space, but also fostering profound emotional and spiritual healing. So, the next time you come across one of these pain-laden items, ask yourself, is this object in tune with the life I want to live? If the answer is no, know that releasing this item is an act of self-love and self-care. By doing so, you're opening doors to a future free from the emotional shackles of the past. Your environment becomes a true reflection of who you are and who you are becoming. It's a vital step in transforming your space into a true sanctuary of peace, joy, and renewal. Are you ready for this transformation? Last call. Something exclusive is waiting for you in the pinned comment, but it's only for those who act fast. Don't leave it for later. Click now and see how to transform your life. Opportunities are limited, so make the most of it. Generational objects. Generational objects transcend their physical form. They are vessels of emotions, stories, and energies that span across time, carrying within them the legacies of those who came before us. When we inherit an item, we are not merely receiving a keepsake. We are embracing the essence of past generations. Have you ever held an old heirloom, perhaps a well-worn book, a piece of jewelry, or a vintage family portrait, and felt a strange connection, a weight beyond its material value? These objects are bridges, linking us to the joys, sorrows, and even unresolved conflicts of those who have shaped our lineage. But here's the real question. As you welcome these objects into your life, are they bringing light, love, and harmony, or are they subtly reinforcing patterns, emotions, and energies that no longer align with who you are today? Take a moment to reflect. Do these items make you feel uplifted, or do they carry a sense of unease, as though tethering you to a past you're ready to outgrow? It's important to recognize that just as these objects hold memories, they also hold energy, and that energy can either support your present growth or weigh it down. Each of us has an intuition, a quiet voice within, that often goes unheard amid the noise of daily life and the expectations of others. When you walk through your home and see the objects that surround you, do they speak to your soul? Or do they whisper of a past that no longer serves your current journey? The energy we allow into our lives, whether from the people we surround ourselves with or the items we keep close, profoundly influences our emotional, mental, and even spiritual well-being. Are the things you inherit truly enhancing your life, or are they remnants of old stories that you're no longer meant to carry? Introspection is the key to unlocking the answers to these questions. Be honest with yourself. Does this object truly add value to my life, or am I keeping it out of obligation or sentimentality that no longer resonates? Perhaps that old watch passed down from your grandfather stirs memories of family tradition, but if it stirs feelings of pressure, guilt, or unresolved pain, then it's important to acknowledge that. We must honor the past, but never at the expense of our present peace. It's a delicate balance, but one worth pursuing, because our peace and personal growth should never be sacrificed for loyalty to outdated energies. Imagine the release that comes with letting go of such items. Picture yourself standing in a space that's truly your own, surrounded only by objects that uplift and inspire you. What would it feel like to remove those items that no longer reflect who you are or who you want to become? There is a profound sense of liberation in this act. By consciously choosing to part ways with objects tied to negative or outdated emotional energy, you're not just clearing space in your home. You're clearing space in your heart and mind for new, positive experiences to enter. What could you achieve if the energy around you was fully aligned with your purpose? Ask yourself now. Is this object truly in harmony with my current essence and the life I'm working towards? If the answer is no, then releasing it becomes an act of self-love. It is a powerful declaration to the universe that you are ready to welcome new energies, new opportunities, and new experiences that are in sync with your present reality. In this act, you're not only clearing your physical environment, you are creating a sacred space, one that reflects your highest self and your most cherished dreams. Next time you come across one of these objects, an old photograph, a piece of furniture, or a trinket from a distant relative, ask yourself, does this item contribute to the peace and harmony I seek in my life today? It's a simple question, but one that can profoundly transform your relationship with the past. By letting go of what no longer serves, you are honoring both the journey of your ancestors and your own, acknowledging that the best way to respect their legacy is to live fully and authentically in the present. After all, what better way to honor those who came before us than to create a life that reflects joy, peace, and personal growth? Letting go is not always easy, but it is necessary. It's an act of courage to release what no longer resonates, especially when it's tied to family or deep-rooted memories. Yet, it is in this act of release that we find our truest selves. What could be more spiritual, more profound, than creating a space, both physically and emotionally, that is free from the burdens of the past and open to the infinite possibilities of the present? As you let go, imagine the new energy that will fill that space, energy that uplifts, nurtures, and aligns with who you truly are and who you are becoming. So, take a deep breath and look around your home. What do you see? Are the objects around you contributing to your sense of peace and purpose? If not, consider this an invitation to begin a new chapter. Start small, perhaps with a single item, and ask yourself whether it belongs in the life you are creating. By consciously deciding what to keep and what to release, you are taking a powerful step towards living a life that is aligned with your highest values and desires. If this reflection resonated with you, don't let it end here. Keep exploring how the physical space around you can shape your emotional and spiritual well-being. By letting go of the past, you open yourself up to a future filled with peace, purpose, and possibilities. Join us in our next video, where we'll dive deeper into creating spaces that reflect your truest self. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you won't miss a single insight. Let's continue this journey together. See you soon.